Well, hi to everybody and welcome to the Classic Heroes annual jaunt to Techno Classica. It's 2012 and I think everybody is now aware that this is a trip that Classic Heroes absolutely does not miss. It's a place where you see the very, very, very best of things that you dream of and also the things that you don't see back in the UK. So for us, it's just a trip we would never, ever. It's wonderful. Who would have believed what was 50 years ago just a commercial vehicle today is something that's so cool and in such a great colour. This is a 1960 Type 2 VW split screen, and this is a pickup King Cab. But for me, the first thing when I saw this, what was a commercial all those years ago, is actually what a great thing to use for the family. King Cab and lots of room for all the push bikes and stuff in the back. And how cool is that, turning up for picnics with that? Just look at the bum on that. Well, at Classic Heroes, we got lots of customers and friends with Mark 1 Golf GTIs, and when I saw this, I thought everybody just had to have a look at that. I mean, a Group 2 Mark 1, how wonderful with those arches and such like. And when I broke the news to Jack earlier that I'd planned to do this to our rather lovely white Mark 1 in the collection, he was not impressed until he saw this, and he's having second thoughts that maybe that's the way we should go. But the Mark II Golf GTI is very soon catching up with the Mark 1, and this lovely Lassa Green 16 valve has to be one of the most popular. Look at that. I mean, that just makes you want to drive that car home, that lovely race NSU TT. I mean, look at the boot propped open. It's just fantastic. Look at that. The Audi Sport Quattro S1, absolutely brutal. Those spoilers and aerodynamics, I mean, early technology I know, but doesn't it just make it look fantastic? I've watched this video time and time again today, and this is the famous Pikes Peak 14,000 foot hill climb in America. Michel Mouton won it in one of these cars, but this is the car that was actually driven by Bobby Unser. Absolutely great. That's an absolutely beautiful Martini sponsored 3-litre RSR from 1974. Look at that brute. You cannot imagine what that car must have been like to drive in the wet. I mean, the RSR Turbo, I mean, it was legendary for its enormous turbo lag. I can only imagine it was like a bomb going off. For me, this has to be the most stylish way to transport your race car to race meetings. I mean, whose idea was that? It's great. This car took my fancy, Mercedes 600 from 72, but it's one owner, 4,200 miles and has never been painted. And alongside its sister, with only 19,000 miles, the 3.5-litre Cabriolet 280 SE. We like all things German at Classic Heroes, as you know, and here we are with some fantastic collection of Porsches. This car here, in slate grey, was given to Joe Siffert as a present when he was driving for them. I took a fancy to that. Just the shape to me is to die for. Those lovely arches, and look at those wheels. What a great 1750 GT. An old favourite of ours at Classic Heroes, the BMW 328. The Alfa Romeo TZ2, to me, has to be one of the most beautiful racing cars of all time. The shape is out of this world. I don't know what it is about Jägermeister liveried cars, but they're always a favourite of mine. I mean, they make any car look great, and this Group 5 320 just looks stunning. Another great Jägermeister livery with that lovely DTM E30 M3. I've been lucky enough to have many great fun laps of the Nordschleife and Spa in many examples very similar to this, but this is actually Soper's Works Bugatti car. Again, Jack was a little horrified when I broke the news to him that we were about to pro car our lovely night blue M1. We just need to find a little more horsepower. Another Classic Heroes favourite, the Z8, and keep an eye on the webpage at the moment. We've got a fantastic blue one just coming into stock. Well, this has to be on every schoolboy's shopping list. The legendary W198 300 Gullwing. And over there, its sister, the 300 Roadster. At Classic Heroes, we've just sold an R107 280SL to a local customer who's bought it for her husband for his 40th birthday present. But I can't wait to show them this video. I mean, who thought of rallying an SL500? Well, we've just collected this SL from the body shop, and Jack's got the fun task of putting this together tonight. Another great favourite of all car nuts, the Citroën DS, and I very clearly remember my dad telling me when he was a kid that when he saw one of those for the first time, it was as if it had come from another planet. A particular favourite of mine, the 700 RS, special bodywork over a tubeless space frame, 700cc and 70 horsepower. That's a horsepower per cc, truly amazing. For me, this has to be one of the best shapes I've seen in all the days we've been here. This amazing looking Type 57 Atlanta. Everybody loves the 2002, and look at that Group 2 version. For every BMW enthusiast, the absolute most iconic of them all has to be the BMW M1 with its legendary M88 24-valve twin cam. Well, it all started back in 1986 with the E30 M3 and this great works example here driven by Ravaglia, and it ends all these many years later with this monstrous looking 480 horsepower 4-litre DTM3 version today. Well, it's the end of another Techno Classica, and we've had a great time, and we find ourselves here with BMW Classic in Hall 12. It's been a fantastic event. I hope you've all enjoyed a little insight to just how great it is, and hope to see you all here next year.